Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a brand new video. So today I am quickly running you through my updated brow routine, products, techniques, tips and tricks if you want to slay your brows. If you want your brows to look like they got a BBL, this is the video for you. Everything that I use in today's video is drugstore and affordable. I've been doing my brows like this for probably about a year now, and I love the shape of my brows. So I'm going to teach you exactly what I use and how I do my brows. So if you're interested in that, grab your products or grab some notes because you're going to want to jot these products down. Grab your cafecito and let me teach you how to give your brows the BBL they've been screaming for, okay? Let's get into it. Let's take a quick sip of our cafecito. My eyebrow routine is pretty simple, I like to think. As you can see, I have absolutely nothing on my brows. These are my natural brows. As you can see on this side, I don't really have much hair here on the top, so this one seems a lot thinner than this one, and I naturally have these little hairs that stick up, which I used to hate them so much when I was younger, but now I love them. I've already done my skincare, but because I do apply my skincare products all over my face, I like to use a little towel like this with a little bit of micellar water, just whatever you have, or a makeup remover wipe. But I just like the micellar water because I feel like that kind of removes all the dirt and oil, especially the oil because of all the moisturizers. And I will literally wipe across the entire brow area because I do bring my brows in a little bit closer. I'm going to start off with brushing my brows up. You can use whatever spoolie you have. Honestly, this one is a spoolie that I just use because I really like how the bristles on this brush are. I have two current brow gels that I'm in between. My Ardell brow glue, the instant lamination. This one has been my go-to for years now. I love this if you have thick, coarse, unruly brows. This is the only thing that has ever helped. But I recently discovered the new NYX the brow glue, and this one does literally give you a crazy lift. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a comparison on each brow, and you can kind of tell me which one you prefer. So let's go in with the Ardell, since that one's been my favorite for a few years. That is what the little spoolie looks like. And this one does dry down pretty quickly, so you do have to move fast. And I'm just going to take that all over the brow. And then before that dries, I'm going to take my spoolie. Now this is where you can shape the brows to however you like. I like to have these little hairs standing up. And then I'll push all the brow upwards. But as I'm pushing it upwards, I'm kind of like laying it to the side, if that makes sense. So not just straight up, but up and then to the side. So they can kind of go like this. As you can see, this is already starting to dry down. So my brow is literally done, and you can see the difference. Not only is my arch a little bit higher, but it just looks thicker in general. Let's go on to the left side. I'm going to squeeze a little bit of the NYX brow glue, and I'm just going to use this same brush that's on here to kind of like apply it. And again, you want to do the same thing. You want to make sure that you kind of like go back and forth so you can get all of those little unruly hairs. And with this one, you do get a little bit more playtime, so that is the one thing that I do like about this product. I'm going to go back with my spoolie and do the same thing. Push those little hairs up. And then as I'm starting to lay it down, I'm laying it to the side. And then I go over and bring them down. That is step one of brows, is laying them down. The only thing I don't like about this brow gel is that it doesn't fully dry. It kind of stays a little bit wet. So I do find myself having to set it. And all I do is I take a big fluffy clean brush and I dip it into the tiniest amount of a pressed powder and gently tap it over your brows. That will set it, and it will also allow the products that you lay on top to go on really smooth. Step number 2 is to fill in the brows. I don't use brow pencil. I don't use brow powder. I literally only use brow pens. These are, well, these are my favorite. This one I'm still learning to love. I think I need a darker shade. Not bad, but if you want something accessible, try this or the NYX Lift and Snatch. I've gone through multiple of these pens, but ever since I discovered the iMethod natural brows, these are available on Amazon. I will link them. These are my go-to. The reason why I love this pen so much is because it's dual-sided. So on one side, you're going to get the product like this, which looks like a little fork. And then on the other side, you get a regular pen. For me, my brows are a little too distant. They're divorced and I don't like that. So I go based off of the width of my nose, and I will take it here and then I'll do like a little mark, and then I'll go on the other side and do a mark. This is something that I learned when I took microblading classes. I'm gonna go in and start filling in any sparse areas. You can see the brows already look so much better. Now I'm going to do this brow. I'm going to switch to my NYX brow pen, and this one I'm going to mainly concentrate it on the tails, just because I like it to be lighter on the front and then darker towards the back. Step number 3 for me is critical, and that is cleaning up the brows. So I like to use a brush like this. This is like a little foundation brush that you can find on Amazon, just because it makes it super easy to get underneath the brows and clean them up. I use a little bit of concealer, put it on the back of my hand, and then I will take my little spoolie brush, run it through, and then literally I will go underneath the brow. And that is quite literally what I do. So super, super easy steps. Let me finish my makeup, because once you have a full face, I think that's when you can see the vision. So I'll be back in just 1 second. So there you have it. This is my super easy go-to everyday brow routine. I would love to know what you guys think, and I would also love to know your brow technique, like what products do you like to use. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Wish me luck. I literally have the rest of the week full of tournaments for my daughter's basketball, so it's going to be a busy week. Thank you so much for being here. I love you guys. Stay safe, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.